It's been a busy morning. It's 1 o'clock. Martina from Argentina left, going to Sacramento and do some work in the farm. She's a surfer, painter, having party. She's a party animal. She paint some stuff when she was out yesterday, so I'll put it on the video, hopefully. And many people went, maybe 4 or 5 of them went to, they call it Sacred Falls at Waimea River. I like to stay quiet, and so I stay here, but everybody's gone. Stephen, it's my cousin's husband, is going to come later, bringing my spear gun, because I couldn't put the spear gun into the bus because of the regulations, so that may change my lifestyle. Also, maybe 2 hours ago, Josh left. Until the last minute, he was confused because his iPhone stopped working. So I asked a few questions somehow, and the friend, Pedro from Brazil, gave him Josh his iPhone, not iPhone, I guess it's a Motorola phone or something. $40 he got in California, in San Francisco. So Josh may manage his life. He's gonna live somewhere in North Shore. He doesn't know where. But I put my discussion with him, and he's been living off the grid in many places. So he'll find a place somewhere. And I may keep you updated because we communicate through Facebook now. And yesterday I was with him, checking the area. As much as I do lots of middle of the forest kind of walk through fishing in New Zealand, fly fishing. So I'm kind of familiar, but I've done camping, but not to the degree he does it. But as mentioned in the other video, I think it's called Josh and His Life or something like that. He only have just a 1 or 2 small backpack, and that's all he's got. And he'll find a way to live. Pedro and I talked about Josh. He's an amazing guy. Josh is. If you have a chance to take a look at the video, you can search under the name Josh. And it's 54 minutes or so. It's a fairly long one, but you can pick and choose certain subject, because I managed to put the timing and the subject matter that we discussed at the bottom of this YouTube video display. I mentioned to Pedro that he's really living from the heart, much less in the brain. Not meaning anything negative about it, but we both felt so amazed. For example, he was giving away the food to whoever in this little inn. We're like 8 or 10 people now, 8 people now. Although he may only have $60 or so, which he was having a hard time to access to the bank until he left. So I have no idea what he's gonna be doing. The whole money he's got is like $60, something like that. But he's not worried. He's not totally worried. Well, he may be worried about this bank situation, and he was saying that there's an issue that has something to do with the airline ticket, that he may have to go back to New Mexico. Anyway, I'm sure he'll find a way, and I feel I'll meet him probably in this Backpackers Inn again next year. So, just a little more wrap up of how I've spent for the last week or so now in this inn. One interesting event, I went to the Foodland, which is a supermarket, and I saw this lady who I saw yesterday, maybe a couple, 3 times in the past, maybe just 2 times. And she was smiling, and as I left, I noticed her name. Anetta, I think was her name. And she had a smile, to see you tomorrow, maybe twice a day or something, because it's right there, so I can go there as needed. The surprising thing is that she knew my name and pronounced as Kiyoshi. It's very difficult, such things happen, but of course she has this piece of paper, the receipt, and my name is there. So it was giving me a warm feeling. It doesn't happen in many places, even in New Zealand, I don't think. And here, at the Foodland, the supermarket, there are many people coming. But she does remember the name last time. Just a few times we met. No idea. I'm so impressed. Let me just show you something. Here it is. Because the life here give me interesting opportunities of meeting people, but various other things. So this is one. This is my sunglasses, but you see, it's different here. Because it was broken. I don't know if you can see it. This is broken here. And I don't want to throw away. And one day, maybe a couple of days ago, I found this piece on the ground. My intuition put this together, and it works. Why I have such a pleasure, I don't know. But it's kind of like Josh's life. When he doesn't have money, he'll find a way. He said that he can just mow the lawn of someone, maybe 4 houses, then he has enough money to do this and that. He doesn't have a work yet at this moment, but he'll find out. I hope that he will correspond with me, because we work together where he may have a place to live. I'll update you. Anyway, this is one little thing. And the other thing I picked up today on the way back from the supermarket is this one. I don't know what I use this for, but maybe but heavy picking up. I have a little toolbox with all those gadgets, so just like I found this piece and make it work, someday I may find the use of it. It's just my inquisitiveness. I thought about Daisetsu talking about things like this nature, that he tend to keep things, and Okamura-san is the secretary, Mihoko-san is her first name, and pointing that he was saving something for some good use, just like when I was picking up this one. I don't know what this is for, but just like the case of this piece on the sunglasses, there may be some use. His story is also something like this. One day he was walking on the street and there was the rock sitting, and he asked the guy, about it, Shimura-san was his name, to just push it on the side. No big deal, but Shimura wrote about that experience in the book, and I read that Daisetsu did with no effort to move things and just make sure that the things flow smoothly and people don't get into trouble. That's a way of compassion, I believe. And back to Josh's story, remind me related to that, and this is Pedro's realizing what I did too, that even if he's got only $60 or so of money, he went to the supermarket and got the veggies and the marlin, $5 package, maybe 3 of them, and pizza, and just to let people to eat. I talked with Pedro that Josh is very heart-driven, not much use of the brain. Kind of remind me of Emil Koenig. Doesn't care too much to use the brain, but just intuitively knowing what to do. It's almost like animal. That may not be the right example to point, but being in the now and just do things as he feels it fit. And he feels that he can survive. But as much as he has survived in the last 15 years or whatever, traveling to 50 states, hitchhiking, going through some difficulties, but managed to live his life. His mother seems to be a bit concerned, so he is always trying to communicate that no worries, things are going fine. I can understand what his mother may feel like, but I have a fair confidence that Josh would do just fine. Anyway, those are some of the stories that I thought was impressive. But just to add one more story to the last point, I think I posted in one of the videos, and his name is starting with T, Trevor something. Yeah, I think he's from the northern England, or Scotland. I met him at the Santa Monica Palisades Park. That's the oceanfront park, and he had the violin, so he's homeless with a violin, and he was playing a music for me, and we get to talk, and someone took a picture. I got his name, and it's posted somewhere, maybe my Facebook. If I can find it, I'll post it too. And his case is also very interesting. He makes money by playing violin, perhaps in Santa Monica's promenade or something like that. And when I was to leave, he was with someone just talking, and the other guy was also homeless and he needed some money. So surprising thing was that this guy, the violinist, got only $9. But he gave $5 to this guy, saying that no worries, he can make money just playing violin. These things could be unthinkable in a way, but I feel there's something there, just like connection to the Myokoni or Sono or Genza and others that I shared in the video. Selflessness, things gonna work out, and compassion to help people and help living beings. I think it's amazing. So 1 week pretty much has passed, and I found this place very amusing. Some people came, some people were leaving, sometimes noisy music or drinking out, but all sorts of people. Navy guy, there's army guy, Argentina, Brazilian, Canadian, from America here and there, and Switzerland, and so on and so forth. Oh, I met the Japanese guy too. He wants to be a chef, and he likes to do surfing. That's why he's here, staying. We got some talk. Anyway, that's a brief reflection of 1 week in this place. And you have seen me in the hammock and making videos. And as you see here today, everywhere's gone. Usually I'm gone, but then I wait for my spear gun to arrive, so I'm sitting and enjoying the silence. It's a snapshot of a way of living here, in my case, with others. I hope there's something you extract interesting stuff going on, which may help us to know with each other and live in this world together, helping each other. Thank you.